I was married to a narcissist for 23 years.
To a narcissist?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was DV. I was a DV survivor. So I have 4 kids
Okay.
total. And we did argue some here and there, try to keep it on inside the room, but sometimes it was off the
Hmm.
room, so my kids cannot see all that.
Okay.
And so I left them 3 years ago because it was going. He was basically I was in the hospital 2 3 days because he just went off on me. So and then I said, you know what? That's it. The last one. That's it. I'm just gonna leave and take my kids. So I did call the police. The thing that he said that supposedly I did something to him, which they didn't find anything on him. They found stuff on me because I had pictures and I showed them the bruises and everything, the hospital thing. So my issue is that my son, the middle son, he's 14. He got in this like attitude,
Hmm.
like getting mad. I couldn't control him. I
Uh-huh.
couldn't control him. He was like getting mad for everything, cussing, calling me names. And me, his brother's 15. Me and him, we try to control him. I try to talk to him, try to like, I'm a lovely mom. So I always like hug them, kiss them, try to talk to them whenever they need something. I always tell them, I'm always here for you guys. You want to listen, I want to talk. You want to get counseling. My daughter did therapy in school for the whole time because of her dad too,
Hmm.
because she saw everything. She's 19. She saw everything. So we move, and now he kind of changed. His attitude changed.
Uh-huh.
Now since we left the house, and I fight for the full custody. Actually, I removed him from. They don't want to see him. I explained to my kids that you want to see your dad or you don't want to see, because that's you guys' choice. If you want to continue to see him, that's you guys.
Hmm.
I can't tell you, oh, don't go see him. If he wants to change, if he wants to change and he wants to continue, see you guys can go ahead and see him. But none of the 4 kids say they don't want to see him. So I fight for full custody. I have them, and he kind of changed. I see he's changing now. So like I'm more like on top of him in school. In school, I have had no problem in school.
Hmm.
No fights, anything. It's like I don't know, kind of help him out because I left his dad,
Uh-huh.
and so his attitude now isn't even. He's like out of like I think like a year after I left his dad, his attitude changed. We moved for a different house. Also because I think the house was like, how that you feel bad in the house, like you feel this vibe is like so.
Yep.
Yeah. So he changed. So he's a funny guy now. He laughs for everything. He helps around the house.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I think I don't know, like what did I did? I was like, I don't know what I did. Because I think because of his dad, it was a good choice that I left his dad. You know?
Well, absolutely. Is there a specific question you have for me based upon what you're saying, or do you just kind of want to know why your son changed?
Yeah, why he changed. Yeah, that's my problem. Why his
Okay.
attitude.
Well,
It,
that's not
it
that's not a
was.
problem, right? That's a good thing. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. But you just want to know why, so you just have more understanding of your son and what he
Well,
was.
I was following you for a while. I was hearing your things. I was like, okay, then I haven't seen your live. Like, if you go live, I would probably go on it and talk about. But yeah, his attitude, it was
Okay.
the worst. It was like bad words. He was calling me names. He was just screaming. Or where we go out and he on public, he was screaming at me.
Yeah.
Or he would run off like
And
anywhere.
so that was while you were living with the father, correct?
Yeah. Uh huh.
Okay. So let's talk about it. So like you said in the beginning, you tried to hide as much as you could of what was going on, but you also said later on while you're speaking about them just feeling it in their soul and their vibe, right?
Yeah.
Even if you were to hide every single time it actually happened, you're absolutely right. They would still feel it.
Mm-hmm.
we have an aura about us, we have energy amongst us, and there's so much stress that you're vibrating within the home,
Yeah.
right? That they're going to feel that. They're connected to you, they're a part of you.
Right.
And no matter how much you think you're hiding, in the moment of you and your ex fighting, you're not paying attention to who's hearing, who's listening, or what's happening, right? You're just trying to fight for your life. And so they're experiencing all that. And when it comes to your boy, of course, although they're all siblings, they all have the same blood running through them, they're different people and they're going to react differently. And your boy, more than likely, was starting to treat you that way because of the amount of stress he was carrying. The outlet he had was how he seen his dad let his anger and frustrations out. So he was mirroring that. And or there's a certain level of guilt us young men are going to carry because although we're the sons of our mothers, we inherently know that we're also supposed to be able to protect her.
Yeah.
And so there's a level of guilt we're going to carry that we know what's happening to our mom and we're not doing anything to be able to stop it. It makes us feel powerless. And a lot of times when men feel powerless, they take it out on their women, the women that are closest to them, which is something that your ex was doing as well, right? But now your son was starting to embody those same behaviors. And so he could have been doing it straight out of really guilt. The
Hmm.
stress was hitting him, but it also could have been the guilt as well. And I mean, we're blessed that you made the decision, you were strong enough to make the decision and leave, and you've seen just the weight off of his shoulders, right?
Yeah.
So it's not only the now there's no the same amount of stress from not living in that household, but he also gets to see you in a different light as well. He's not seeing you anxiety ridden, walking on eggshells, completely stressed out of what's going to happen. And so therefore they get to be more relaxed. They're not, our home should be our most peaceful place on earth,
Right. Yeah.
right? We are, no matter what, when we go out into the world, we're dealing with multiple personalities, multiple challenges out there. And so when we come home, we should have our place of peace and rest and be able to recharge. And it's kind of just like we all know what it's like to not get sleep, right? And if you do
Oh
that
yeah.
for multiple days, you're not going to be the same person anymore.
Hmm.
And that's what stress will do for us as well. If we never have an outlet and we never have rest and peace, we're going to start turning into different people. And what you were witnessing was your son starting to turn in. He was starting to break more than the others, right?
Yeah, no,
Your other,
the other ones were like sweet and everything. Like I said, my daughter too. She took therapy during high school, the whole high school thing. So I kind of help her out a little bit so she can understand everything. But
yeah,
my other son, the 15, he did witness a little bit more because at one time, like I said, I tried to keep it inside the room, but I guess my son heard it and actually he came on the race. My son rescued me
hmm,
from him because he was just had me on the floor. Like he saw everything. He's like, I was like, oh, my face was bloody. Everything. He came and rescued me.
yeah. Well, like I said, young men, that's what we're gonna want to do. Your younger one, the 14-year-old, he may have had guilt like, why can't I be courageous like my brother? You know,
Yeah.
these are conversations that you can have with them when you're ready. Maybe if you feel they're ready for it, because it is stuff that they're gonna need to unpack. Just because they move forward, they're still carrying this baggage with them, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to mold the way they live their life moving forward, but it's important for them to understand what they've been through so it doesn't creep up behind them,
Yeah,
right?
that's why I told them that if they know in school they have therapy. I told them I'm taking therapy too. I have therapy,
Good,
and I
good.
keep telling them like, hey, get some therapy. That way you can whatever you have inside. You don't want to tell me how you feeling or whenever you want to because I'm always with them. I'm always on top of them in school and everything because they play soccer.
Yep.
That help them out. Like they keep him busy, but yeah, right now he kind of changed. Now he's a funny guy like before. He always been a funny guy. He
Good.
always make us laugh and everything. Now he's coming up a little bit more
That's
because
beautiful.
I live with my parents and my dad helps me out, kind of a little bit raise them. So he's
Good.
like, oh, on top of me. He's like, oh, you gotta tell your kids this, you gotta tell this. So I'm like, I tell the kids,
So,
really, what parents, you gotta behave, you gotta do this, you gotta listen, you gotta know how to clean your room. So yeah, they'll have more space. Even because we used to live in like two bedrooms. I think that was a little bit too crowded for them too, so they have
oh,
no
yeah.
space. So everything changed. So everything changed.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, Mama Bear, and the time's gonna come where I'm glad they're talking about it. I'm glad you're talking about it. There will be a time in the future where I want you all to be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, really take the help that your dad's giving you and being in a new environment. Focus on
Yeah,
yourself.
because I left the house like at a young
Mama
age.
Bear,
Yeah.
hold on real quick. The the therapy is good. You're talking about it, getting your feelings out, but
Yeah.
it's vital for you to grow as well, right? Not just talk about what you've been through and feel relief and be validated for it, but
Hmm.
you're also going to need to grow and evolve as a person as well because it's important for your kids to know that their mom was able to still grow from what
Right.
she's been through and
Hmm.
she's not letting it affect her and holding her back in life because you can't move forward trying to tell your kids you need to grow. It can't affect you. You can't let it affect you when you haven't done the same. So it's important for you to do the work and grow as well. Okay. So expand, you work out, track what you eat. You should be training now. You should get yourself enrolled into jujitsu.
Okay.
If they have all women's courses, great. If not, then join in co-ed. But it's going to give you so much more power to be empowered to know that you have a defense mechanism to at least fight back, you know? And
Uh-huh.
if you know enough jujitsu 6 months down the road compared to what who your man was, I guarantee you would have been able to stop that. I know this because my wife did the same thing to the father of her children who used to beat her.
Yeah.
She trained and then she was able to say, no more. I'm going
Right.
to put you in a position and I'm going to make you stop or I'm going to break your arm. You can choose which one you want to do. And then he
Right.
cried like a little bitch and asked to please let me go. And then he never put hands on her again, but she became a different person.
Right.
That's the most important thing. And that's what I want for you. I want you to grow as a person. And so your kids can look up to you and say, mom's not a victim. Mom is a survivor, but she's also now thriving, right? So victim, survivor, thriver. I want you to be a thriver. All right, Mama
Right.
Bear?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. And thanks for joining. I hope you come in and come visit our other lives.
Okay. Thank you so much
You're
for the
welcome.
advice.
Take care.
Bye bye.